history on the Entrada Pacifico, it started in 1992. It's been 23 years just about, right? And in 23 years, it hasn't completed, okay? It hasn't completed. That wasn't the issue. The issue is that in the meantime, Odessa and Mexico lost relationship. So everything just stopped. They came to me and they asked me if there was any way that I could reestablish the relationship. And I said, that's going to be hard because I didn't know what had happened. So, but I did take it. I said, okay, I'll try it. I gave it 2 years to do that. If I could not reestablish the relationship, it wasn't going to work. So we tried it. We brought them to Odessa. We talked to them. We had good meetings with them. We went to Chihuahua to look at what they were manufacturing and see how much of that could be used, or what they had to do for us to use it. So that started the process. And we found out that they had plenty of technology to do whatever we needed done, you know. It's just a matter of getting them ready for it. And they did, because they wanted that relationship. They wanted to manufacture and grow their factories, grow. And we gave them an opportunity to do that, you know, to just grow their factories and get more production out than they were doing. When it does that, it creates more jobs. The road here, I think if they can justify the need, it's going to happen. But they're going to have to justify the need. In Odessa, or not Odessa, but in Texas, we're there. The only thing that we're lacking right now is the railway.
The railway.
Just like you guys got about 90 miles of road, we got about 120 miles of railway we need to put in. You can produce whatever you want to, but without trained people, it will not be efficient. It would be very costly. So they got to get people trained. When I'm saying people trained, get them started as soon as they leave high school. Get them going to a program. Get them going through college and learn from it, okay? Because they're going to go to school anyway. So set up the curriculum or something they can learn. In our part of the country, which is Permian Basin, we're already the #1 producer, okay, ranked in the world. So that means that we produce the petroleum, which is the oil, and we produce the gas, okay? We have an abundance of gas, okay? But very, very small way to move it, okay? With Mexico coming online and saying they want the gas, they're willing to buy the gas, it's really going to create an opportunity for us the same way it's going to create for Mexico. Mexico in a different way because of what they can do with it. And for us, it's a way to move the gas out of the way so we can keep producing more. See, so because we do have the means to produce it, and you have the means to use it, it becomes a very ideal partnership, okay? But let's just talk about Sinaloa. What can it do for Sinaloa? Okay, and what it can do for Sinaloa is, I was talking to some gentlemen, is that the gas that's going to come in here is going to be liquid. Okay, so that means that the pipeline, even though it's being used to move gas, it's going to be very good for Sinaloa because you can move a lot of different products in that pipeline, not just gas. Not just gas. So you got to keep that in mind, okay? So the pipeline becomes like a highway, becomes like a road. You see roads and you see small vehicles, you see big trucks, you see all kinds of different, that's the way you see a pipeline. It works the same way, okay? So that means that from Texas all the way to Sinaloa, you can get those kind of products. When it gets here, and it will get here, then you get the raw gas, which is a liquid. you're going to have to dry the liquid. So that means you're going to have to depressurize it in order that you can use it domestically, means on houses, okay, in offices, warehouses, for heating, for that kind of stuff. It's good. Not necessarily for industrial, because industry can deal with the pressure. The houses cannot deal with pressure. When you dehydrate it, then you got all kinds of products that you can get out of that gas, okay, which can be used for fuel. If you want to get into the industry, go look at your market and see what you want to do, because the market is going to dictate what you're going to be doing. And I invited Los Mochis to come to Odessa, look at our industry, look at our market, and see what they can produce that they can sell into our market. And if they do, then that means they can get into the industry. We got to do more education. Once you get your kids being taught and trained, then they become part of what you need. Instead of you having to recruit that knowledge, build your own knowledge, okay? So build your own workforce to take care of what you're doing. And that's, you don't want to get into a situation where we're at. We're having to recruit people and then train them. But 9 times out of 10, they don't stay. And they don't stay because their families are not there. And that can happen to you. So, the best thing you can do is train your own. Don't recruit. It would be hurting if you lost your people. So we're not here to recruit your people, and we don't want to recruit your people. We want to get your people educated where they can produce what we want, but produce it here. And it helps them. So it puts you in a situation economically where you can not be dependent, where you're not dependent on agriculture, you're dependent on industry also. So it makes you more efficient.